Well, the news at this hour, some opposition parties have expressed their dissatisfaction with how police are fighting crime against women and children. Police Minister Bheki Cele today released the crime statistics for the period the 1st of April to the 30th of June this year. In the period under review, the number of women killed increased by 40 cases compared to the same period of last year. And the number of children murdered also increased by 50 cases compared to the same period of last year. 1,417 cases of attempted murder were reported, and over 12,000 women were assaulted in this period, with 31 police officers killed in the line of duty in the past 3 months. So let's bring in Willem Els, Senior Training Coordinator at the Institute for Security Studies, to weigh in further. Willem, good afternoon. Thank you for your time with us here on the SABC.
Good afternoon, Lisa.
On the back of the crime statistics, quarterly stats that had been released this week, perhaps we could look to police's response to crime. That's now come into the spotlight in the recent crime stats. And perhaps in the overview of the stats, we're wondering if law enforcement's efficacy is enough in addressing the crime spate within the country.
Well, we have to commend the police for the good work that they have done over this period and all the arrests that the minister has also mentioned. There's still a serious challenge, there were 430,000 crimes that were reported over this period. We see that he also speak about the arrest of 99,000. Our biggest challenge at the moment is arresting these people, detecting them, arresting them, etc. But now the biggest challenge is to actually investigate those cases and secure a conviction in court, because those levels for your serious and violent crimes are in the lowest single digits. So that is why one of the reasons why your criminals, they lost their respect and their fear for the police.
No, absolutely. I think another alarming statistic that had been reflected, perhaps even for the minister, is that of the killing of SAPS members. To date, at least 31 police officers have been killed in 3 months. What do we attribute this to? Is training a problem? Or is just a picture of lawlessness in the country? What's being reflected through this prism?
Liesel, it's a combination of quite a few factors. In the first place, while there are many police women and men, that are really doing the hard work and that are really walking straight, our biggest challenge currently in the police is corruption and the complicity of our police officers with crime, as we saw in Nelspruit, as we saw in other parts of the country where policemen have been arrested in recent days. And all of that contribute towards the very low level of trust towards the police and in the police by the community, but also the disregard of the police by these criminals. They lost their fear of the police, and they're becoming more and more brazen, and hence the attacks on police. As you mentioned, it's almost 3 policemen, every third day there was a policeman killed. The challenge that we have, yes, with training is a problem with discipline. There's a serious discipline within the police, also for consequences for policemen who are not doing their work, consequences for policemen who are are disregarding the law. If you look at your internal processes of disciplining these officers is also at a all-time low. So all in all, it's not a very good picture that we have here.
Willem, thank you for your time with us on the SABC. Willem Els is a Senior Training Coordinator at the Institute for Security Studies, weighing in on the back of the crime stats that obviously had been released by the police minister. Some alarming stats coming through, and we're trying to monitor developments to see how we can obviously correct those gaps that have also emerged.